Caleb was brilliant. A boy with a dream so big, it seemed unstoppable. He had the talent, the intelligence, and the passion to become a doctor. But there was one thing he couldn't control: his own mind. Every time he sat down to study, his focus shattered. Social media, distractions, endless daydreaming, slowly stealing his future away. Then, one painful failure changed everything, and Caleb learned a powerful truth. Being smart isn't enough. Discipline is what creates success. This is the story of how Caleb trained his mind, claimed his dream, and discovered the secret to unstoppable focus. In a small town, there lived a boy named Caleb. He was very smart and had so much potential that he could achieve anything he wanted. Caleb had a big dream. He wanted to become a doctor. Everything was going well, and his goal was clear. But Caleb had one big problem. He couldn't control his own mind. His mind was always restless. Every time he sat down to study, his thoughts would begin to wander. Sometimes to his phone, sometimes to Facebook or YouTube, and other times into daydreams. He often told himself, "Oh, there's still plenty of time. I'll study later." But the funny thing was, later never really came. His parents and teachers would constantly remind him how important it was to study with full focus. But Caleb believed that if someone was smart, they would succeed automatically. He thought nothing else was needed. One day, the results of the school scholarship exam were announced. Caleb hoped that if he won the scholarship, his dream of becoming a doctor would become a little easier. But when he saw the results, his heart broke. He had failed. His friends, who studied regularly, all did very well. The same teachers who once praised him now looked at him with disappointment. That evening, Caleb sat alone, feeling deeply ashamed. He knew he wasn't lacking intelligence. He had just wasted his time. In that quiet moment, he realized something important. Being smart is not enough. Without discipline, success will never come. Right then, Caleb made a decision. He had to change himself. He began looking for a teacher who would not only teach academic subjects, but also help students develop discipline. Eventually, he found Coach Miller, a highly experienced physical education teacher. Coach Miller wasn't just about exercise. He also taught students how to improve their focus and self-control. People often said that even the most unfocused boys would slowly become disciplined under his guidance. Caleb went to Coach Miller and said, "Coach, I just can't focus on my studies. When I sit down to study, my mind keeps jumping from one thing to another. What can I do to improve my concentration?" Coach Miller smiled gently and replied, "Controlling the mind is not easy, Caleb. Come, let me show you something." He took Caleb to the school playground. From the sports equipment room, he brought out a toy bow and arrow, set up a target board in the field, and said, "If you can hit the center of this board, I'll know how focused you really are." Caleb shot the arrow, but it missed the target completely. Coach Miller asked, "What were you looking at when you shot the arrow?" Caleb answered, "The trees around me, the field, and the board." Coach Miller shook his head and said, "Asterisk. That's your real problem. You are looking at everything at the same time. Good athlete focuses only on the target, nothing else. Caleb, your mind is just like this. It's busy with everything around you, your phone, social media, YouTube. If you want to succeed in life, then during study time, you must focus only on your goal, nothing else." Caleb understood the message, but he asked, "Coach, where should I start? How do I become more disciplined?" Coach Miller replied, "Listen carefully. I'll give you 4 simple rules. If you follow them, it will be enough. Control your thoughts. Whenever your mind starts to wander, remind yourself, this is my study time. I must focus now. Make a routine. Create a daily schedule. Decide when you will study and when you will rest. Over time, your brain will begin to follow this routine naturally. Remove distractions. Your phone, TV, and useless apps steal your time. Keep them far away when you're studying. Practice every day. Nothing happens overnight. Build small, positive habits every single day. This is the true key to mental discipline." Caleb listened carefully to everything Coach Miller said, made a strict routine for himself, and turned off his phone while studying. Every time his mind began to wander, he reminded himself, "My goal is to become a doctor." At first, it was very hard, but slowly his focus started to improve. After some time, he was able to study for hours without getting distracted. A few months later, Caleb took another important exam. This time he didn't just pass, he came in first place. Caleb knew this wasn't luck or just talent. It was the result of his discipline and focus. About a year later, when he stepped on stage to receive a prestigious scholarship, he remembered something Coach Miller had once told him. The mind is like a wild horse. You don't control it, it will drag you wherever it wants. But if you train it, it will take you to your destination. From that day on, Caleb lived by one principle. Train your mind with discipline, and success will follow you. If you believe this story can inspire others, please like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay connected. I'll be back with another inspiring story soon. Till then, be patient, be thankful, and keep moving forward.